dawn, hundreds of Palestinians from several provinces welcomed the first stage of released prisoners, who have been in jail since before the signing of the Oslo Accord. The streets were full of high spirits, fireworks, and tears of joy, as families welcomed their beloved brothers, fathers, and sons after years, and at times, decades of separation. Palestinian elected President Mahmoud Abbas gave a speech to the crowd. I salute the Palestinian people, and I tell them that the Palestinian state is coming. It is coming. It is coming. First, we hope for all Palestinian prisoners to be released, with no exceptions, especially the sick person. The deal of releasing the long-term prisoners, or those convicted before the Oslo Accords, is an honor to us. Khalid Asakada, a long-term prison, takes a deep breath of freedom for the first time in 21 years. Arrested in mid-1991, he was only 19 years of age at the time he received his sentence of life in prison. We prisoners have endured extremely difficult situations and hope that the PA and President Abbas will soon find a permanent solution to the prison chapter, because the Israeli government and the occupation force have gambled with prisoners. Prisoners are used for bribery and bargaining. There are Palestinians who have been imprisoned for 31 years. We have 200 to 300 sick persons in Israeli jails, including women. We are hoping that the prisoners would be released in one stage, instead of 4 stages. Unfortunately, the division of the stages was left up to the Israelis, and they couldn't help but put obstacles in the way of our joy. After Israel issued the names of the prisoners to be released, the prisoners were kept for an additional 48 hours. These 48 hours were as bad as our entire period of imprisonment. I cannot tell you the humiliation we were subjected to within those hours. Several letters were carried by prisoners to the Palestinian people and to the Palestinian Authority. Our message as prisoners is unity and reconciliation between the two parties of our country, and between Gaza and the West Bank. Prisoners carry a message of peace. We want a peace that provides the Palestinian people with the freedom and independence to live in safety, just as other people in the world live. This is a nationwide celebration that started with the release of the first stage of prisoners. Despite the cruel occupation measures against the prisoners and their families, everyone hopes that this celebration will end with all Israeli prisons being completely empty of Palestinian prisoners. This is Muki Najjar with the Palestine News Network.